Hello there. This is going to be a daily read for February 10th, 2021. You've reached my channel Cosmic Vibrations. My name is Ara, and I'm going to be picking 6 original cards and then probably clarifiers on today's energy. I hope you guys are doing well. These are coming out later than I wanted because I guess there was a COVID scare at my daughter's school, and so the kids are home for a week from school, and we'll see what happens in the future. So it kind of threw my schedule off, having my daughter here homeschooling, but everything's figured out now. Had to kind of rearrange my schedule. And let's just see what comes out for today. So this reading may or may not resonate for you, of course, because it's geared towards a collective. Certain parts might not. Take what applies and leave the rest, if anything applies at all. And so this reading is not sign related. Anybody can watch it. It's just kind of like a daily meditation, I guess, or something to think about for the day. And if you would like to skip through this part and just go straight to the beginning of the reading, there is a timestamp down below in the description box that you can click on, and it will take you straight to the beginning of the reading. Otherwise, you can hang out with me here. And I'm also going to be putting the names of the decks that I'm using in the description box as well, in case you're curious about what decks I'm using. So this is for February 10th, 2021, which is today. Two kings so far. I don't know if you can hear my daughter singing in the background. She's got the biggest room in the apartment. She's supposedly on a conference call right now, but I think that they mute their voices while each person's talking. I guess that one wanted to be with it. Let's see what it is. Okay. For February 10th, 2021. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. Today's reading seems to be about money and finances, or possibly tax returns, or filing your taxes, or investing in something, or needing more money in order to invest further in something that you're building. That's just what's striking me right off the bat. Your central energy for February 10th is the King of Pentacles. And so today might be a day when you're focusing on your finances, you're focusing on generating money, you're possibly receiving money. Someone may be paying you for a big job today, or you're looking at how to utilize your finances or what to invest your finances in the most, as far as prioritizing how you're spending your money or how you're making your money or what you're putting your money into. This could also be a person. This could be a man, doesn't have to be a man, but if it is a person in your life, they may be giving you financial advice today, or possibly giving you a grant, or something that you need in order to get started with something. This could also be, a companion, a best friend, a partner, or even a business partner that you're working with. So let's find out more about him. Tell me more. Actually, I'm going to use this deck. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. Or you're thinking of building something, or you have a plan of some kind of a financial plan or a business plan or work plan, or you may even be creating something physical like a sculpture, a tapestry, whatever it is or even building a house, or working on your house today, doing repairs possibly. Be careful because Mercury is retrograde right now, and so it's kind of a tricky time to spend energy on new things. And sometimes things like repairs, even on houses, cars, computers, they sometimes have complications during this time. If you are thinking of investing fully into something, you might want to wait until Mercury goes direct. But sometimes we have to do certain things while Mercury is retrograde, so I'm tired of getting this card. Okay, tell me more about this. Okay. All right, let me pick another from a different deck. I'm putting that back in. I want a clear answer on what this is exactly. All right. Okay. Let me pick a tarot card just to get more practical with it. Okay. All right. There's a jumble of different messages in here, but I'll do my best of trying to say them all. You might be either needing finances or coming up with a plan on how to use your finances in order to get started with something. If this could also be the beginning of a relationship or somebody that you're interested in that you would like to get involved with. This could possibly be somebody that you work with, has one potential, but it doesn't have to be, of course. If you're considering starting a new business, or you have already started a new business and you need to figure out the financial stuff concerning with this new business, I would say with it, there's the hidden transpiring beneath the surface, and there is delusion, false attraction. So if you're interested in the King of Pentacles, even if it's a woman, or an earthy person, let's put it that way, a practical earthy person. If you're interested in this person, there might be something about the situation that you're not seeing just yet, or how do I put this? The person may not be as attracted to you as they seem, or there's something that you're not seeing about the situation that you need your eyes opened up to, because you have awareness in here. Something about what you find out about this person may shatter your illusions of what you thought was happening or going on. It might also be saying that there are certain aspects of this plan of yours where you may not be seeing something completely clearly about it, or there's something hidden about the situation, or your dreams might be too big right now and you might need to consolidate on what you're actually trying to do right now. Let me pick more on what this hidden thing is, or why you have delusion in here. It might be that somebody is interested in someone mainly for their money and there's actually not an attraction there, whether this is you or somebody else. So just be careful about what you're doing or what someone else is doing. Polarity, a charged atmosphere. It might be that somebody invested money in something that turned out to be a scam. Or it could be things are so confusing right now that it's hard to know how to plan something. Polarity, delusion, and the hidden. What does this have to do with? Fears? Are you afraid that you're being deluded? Or are you afraid that somebody is tricking you, or there's something going on that you don't know about? Or you're afraid that polarity might turn into something even worse? And there's something going on here, but the good news about the Nine of Swords is that it's mainly in your mind, or it's mainly based in fear. If there is something to this in reality, it's very small compared to what your imagination does to it. So try to stay away from your fears or your worries about a situation. Definitely, by all means, research into it before investing, whether it's a relationship, a work situation, or even a new business partnership. Definitely do background checks, find out as much information as you possibly can. You might become aware of some hidden aspects of something, but it can be something that you can work with or adjust rather than it ruining everything. In here you have embody. So this is truly what you want. This is truly what you want, or you would like to see your dreams manifest or see this thing grow really well. But there just might be some factors involved that you need to find out more about. And of course, don't sign any major contracts or paperwork on anything or start a new business during this time. Wait until Mercury goes direct. If you have already started it, realize that there might be confusion in the air or miscommunications, or people are butting heads more than they usually do. Try not to bring politics into whatever this is. Okay, let's move on. Let's see if we get any more information. So then you have the King of Cups, which also can do with taxes, the IRS, filing your taxes, possibly unemployment. This could be choosing to invest your money into something or to invest other people's money into something. This can also, again, be a person. So you have two kings in here. This might be two people that you're dealing with. Or you're seeking possible advice on how to invest or use your money properly, or finding the right person to help you with your taxes or something like that. This could also be a love interest too, or a companion or a friend or someone you work with. Let me find out more about the King of Cups. Tell me more about the King of Cups. This could be you choosing to control your feelings, or not to let your emotions get the better of you with all of those worries up on the top. Something is growing slowly but surely. It's taking its sweet time. Something about this might have to do with timing or needing help with something. But it'll work out. Whatever it is that you need to do today that has to do with finances or work or building a business or even building a relationship, I suppose. Try not to let your fears get the better of you. You are going to receive help or assistance with something if you need it. Be patient and realize that you will receive what you're after, whatever this is, or things will work out. You have the Nine of Cups. Wishes are granted. And then you have the Builder, Major Arcana, the Emperor in other decks. You are definitely thinking about things like stability, structure, long-term goals, business, money, prosperity. Also using your gifts and your talents and your skills. Utilizing your skills, possibly even doing things like repairs or a renovation. If for somebody, excuse me, if you have started a brand new business, or you've recently gotten a space to be able to do this thing out of, it might be that you need to make some little repairs on the space before it's fully functioning, or to bring some new things into the situation so that it will be fully functioning. You might want to decorate or create a nice space. So let me get more on that. I can see how it would be a little bit scary if it is a new business or a new something that you're creating, on whether or not you will continue to have the finances or make the money from it to be able to keep it going. But with the Nine of Cups in here, it says that it'll work out. Or it's not as bad as you fear. Transforming something, you're doing the actual work on transforming something or transforming yourself. You could be transforming a space, as in a room, a building, an office, a home. You could be transforming it by taking certain things out, adding other things, decorating, renovating, fixing things up. This could also be you working on yourself, and there are certain things that you've realized you need to transform about yourself, but you are willing to do the work. This may involve releasing something that is an outmoded way of doing something and inviting in a completely new way, or figuring out the logistics on how to transform something for the better. Wonder. You're wondering how it will play out. But you also have a really nice sense of hope in here, or like positive expectations for the future on how things could improve. Okay. So then these two wanted to come out together. It's intuition, connection to the subconscious, and enlightenment, hearing the hidden songs. So this is reminding me of this up here, the hidden transpiring beneath the surface. You know, this hidden thing does not have to be negative. If you look, I don't know if you can see it. Underneath that tree, underneath the tree roots, there are little tiny people that have little rooms with little objects, and they're living underneath there. It looks like perhaps behind the tree there's a nanny or a mom with a little girl, and the little girl seems to sense them. These little people that are hidden underneath the tree are not scary, they're not monsters, they're not there to harm anybody, they just happen to be there. You may be figuring out some things about the situation that actually fills you with wonder in discovering them. Maybe there were, like for instance, here's a good analogy to use. I live in a very, very, very rural area. And in my area, there are lots of hot springs. And there's also a lot of land that's for sale. People come here a lot, hoping to start a new life, and they buy land or buy a house here. I met this woman who had purchased some land in kind of the area where some of the hot springs are, and she was sold the land for a really cheap price. She had no clue, and neither did the realty company, that there was actually a hot spring on the property. And so the realtor company didn't point it out to her. Nobody knew until after she bought it and went exploring and discovered that there's actually a spring on her property, which increases the value of her property a great deal more than what she bought it for. And so there might be something in here about pleasant, unexpected hidden things that you come across. Maybe you think you come across something that you think is junk, and then you realize it's actually a valuable antique that's worth a whole lot of money. It could be something like that too, where you discover something hidden about the situation that actually improves your money situation, or gives you the resources that you need in order to continue with something. So, intuition and enlightenment, connection to the subconscious, and hearing the hidden songs. So your intuition and your senses today seem heightened. So pay attention to any information that you mysteriously get in your imagination while you're randomly taking a walk and just kind of spacing out. Something might come to you. You might notice something. You might get a hunch about something. So pay attention. It may clue you in on something valuable in this situation, or a hidden solution to a situation that you weren't realizing before. Or the best way to get people to work together too. If this is a project that you are leading, or that you're the boss of, or if this is a project where you are very invested in what you're doing, but for some reason there's polarity, a charged atmosphere going on around you, possibly with people that either work for you or coworkers, people that you work with, they might be having a hard time getting along. And so you're really trying to stay focused, and you're afraid that perhaps this charged atmosphere that's going around is going to ruin certain things. But I see you as coming up with solutions on better ways to handle certain situations, or what to do about that. If for some reason there is a fear that somebody just wants you for money, or you are possibly interested in somebody else for money. If you are not attracted to them, please don't lead them on, and vice versa. Nobody should be pretending to feel feelings that they don't feel. This is like a 1% minor, tiny little message in here. If that is the case for someone, use your intuition and feel the situation out. Trust whatever gut feelings you get about this, and you may receive clarity on this, on whether or not this is even happening. It might just be a fear that you have or that they have. So then you have attachment, which looks like if you embrace new methods, or if you receive assistance or help or advice, or if you come up with a new strategy, that is the best thing for you to do. If you try to hang on to an old way of doing something, or even hang on to something that is long past, this is no longer helping you, and this is something that you need to release. It might be for someone, since there's two kings in here, you may be torn between two people for some reason, and you need to make a decision on who you remain attached to and who you release, because you need to make some kind of a decision. But that's a minor message too. Let me get more on attachment. What are you afraid of releasing that you are attached to, that you have outgrown? Attachments to the past. Female significator. Okay. Perseverance, hang on at the edge. You're hanging on to someone, or you're hanging on to a situation that needs to go. Or is no longer working. Okay, let me pull from a different deck. What are you having a hard time releasing that has something to do with a woman? And finally realizing that you just need to let go of the situation and not hang on anymore. The Four of Cups, and it looks like two women that are very upset at this guy. And the guy is saying, "To heck with you." And he's walking away, saying, "I don't need you anyway." It seems like they're accusing him of something. Normally the Four of Cups has to do with meditation or tuning in or finding some mental peace or emotional peace so that you can go on. But in this deck it's a little bit different. The word translated from Italian is bitterness in this. Could be a situation involving another, since there's two women down here and they're mad at this man who's giving up on both of them, or saying, "To heck with you." You might be still attached to negative memories, or even something happening now involving possibly another woman or a woman. It was a situation that you tried to persevere with, but you weren't receiving enough help or enough support. And there's subversion, tranquility disturbed. Something about this situation was highly disturbing, or it caused bitterness. You would know more than me if this applies. If it doesn't apply, don't try to make it fit and just let it go. All right, let's move on. So this says, look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. You can totally get through this period, whatever all these fears or worries, or just having to release old attachments of disappointment. It seems like you're on a new track now, or you're on a new journey now. So you just need to release attachment to the loss or whatever that was that happened. Trust your intuition. Also, the good news in here is you might find treasure today, or you might find something very valuable today that you weren't seeing before that helps you to further along your creative pursuits and help build them and bring them into being even more. Either way, you will receive information that you need. And also don't forget to listen to your intuition as well. So let me pick one last little message and then I'll let you go. Okay, hopefully that resonated for someone or made sense for someone. My fingers are dry today here. All right. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Or someone may do this for you too. All right. Hopefully that made sense for someone, and I will see you guys for tomorrow. Okay, bye.